Welcome back, travelers. Have you ever been traveling and had the dilemma of getting a rental car or using a rideshare app? It's a question that has sparked countless debates in airport lounges and internet forums alike. Today, we're diving headfirst into this travel conundrum. We'll weigh the pros and cons, crunch the numbers, and help you determine the best option for your next adventure. Whether you're a seasoned globetrotter or a first-time explorer, this guide will equip you to make the savviest travel choices. So buckle up, grab your favorite travel mug, and let's embark on this journey to unravel the mysteries of ride-sharing versus rental cars. First off, let's talk money. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway or a month-long adventure, understanding the costs involved is crucial. When it comes to vacation budgeting, transportation costs can make or break the bank. It's not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about doing so without emptying your wallet. At first glance, ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft seem like the budget-friendly champions. They offer convenience and flexibility, making them a popular choice for many travelers. No insurance to worry about, no gas to pump, and no pesky parking fees, right? Well, hold your horses. While these apps can save you from some traditional car expenses, they come with their own set of costs. The actual cost can be as unpredictable as a summer rainstorm. Surge pricing during peak hours, unexpected detours, and even weather conditions can all impact your final bill. It all boils down to how often you'll be hitching a ride and where your wanderlust takes you. Frequent short trips can add up quickly, while longer journeys might offer better value. Take, for instance, a recent trip to Los Angeles. The City of Angels is sprawling, and getting around without a car can be a challenge. One intrepid traveler, armed with a ride-sharing app, ended up shelling out a whopping $271 over 10 days. That's a significant chunk of change for just getting around. That's a far cry from her initial estimate of $187. Location, location, location. The cost of ride-sharing can vary dramatically depending on where you are and when you're traveling. Just like real estate, ride-sharing prices can vary wildly depending on your destination. Urban areas with high demand often see higher prices, while smaller towns might offer more affordable rates. A quick Uber jaunt across town might cost you a song in Phoenix, where the cost of living is relatively low, and the demand for ride-sharing services is moderate, while a similar ride in Kansas City could leave your wallet feeling lighter than a feather. The differences in pricing can be surprising, so it's always good to check ahead. The moral of the story? Always be prepared and do your homework. Understanding the nuances of transportation costs can save you from unexpected expenses. Don't judge a transportation option by its app icon alone. Dive deeper into the details, read reviews, and consider all factors before making a decision. Do your research, compare prices, and factor in the unique quirks of your destination before making that all-important decision. Whether it's ride-sharing, public transport, or renting a car, being informed will help you travel smarter and more economically. Now let's talk about the convenience factor. Picture this. You've just landed after a long flight, your feet are screaming for mercy, and your luggage feels heavier than a bag of bricks. The last thing you want to do is navigate through the maze of an unfamiliar airport, trying to find the rental car counter. Do you A. Navigate the labyrinthine airport rental car counter, where you might find yourself standing in a long line, waiting to fill out endless paperwork, or B. Summon a ride with a few taps on your phone. Imagine the ease of simply opening an app, selecting your destination, and having a car arrive within minutes. For many travelers, the answer is a no-brainer. The convenience of ride-sharing apps is hard to beat. Ride-sharing apps offer a level of convenience that rental car companies can only dream of. No more deciphering insurance jargon, no more queuing up with weary travelers, and no more praying you don't get hit with hidden fees upon returning the car. With ride-sharing, you simply plug in your destination, request a ride, and voila! Your chariot awaits, ready to whisk you away to your hotel or that charming little cafe you've been eyeing. Plus, you'll never have to circle the block endlessly searching for an elusive parking spot. However, before you declare ride-sharing the undisputed champion of convenience, let's not forget about the potential downsides. Surge pricing, that sneaky beast that rears its ugly head during peak hours, can turn your affordable ride into a budget-busting nightmare. And let's not forget the occasional long wait times during busy periods, or the uncertainty of getting a driver who knows the best routes. On the other hand, having a rental car gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace, without relying on app availability or driver schedules. You can take spontaneous detours, visit remote locations, and have a sense of control over your travel plans. Ultimately, the choice between ride-sharing and rental cars depends on your personal preferences and travel needs. Whether you prioritize convenience, cost, or flexibility, both options have their pros and cons. So next time you travel, consider what matters most to you and make the choice that best suits your journey. Now let's talk about distance. The choice between a quick getaway and a long, adventurous journey can be a tough one. Each has its own unique appeal and set of considerations. Matching your transport to your trip. Whether you're planning a weekend escape or a cross-country expedition, the mode of transportation you choose can make or break your experience. Are you a city slicker, content to explore the urban jungle on foot and by app? Cities offer a plethora of experiences, from cultural landmarks to culinary delights, all within walking distance or a short ride away. Or do you yearn for the open road, with nothing but a map and the promise of adventure? The freedom of the open road allows you to discover hidden gems and breathtaking landscapes that are often missed when flying. The length of your trip and the walkability of your destination play a crucial role in determining your ideal transportation strategy. Short trips to walkable cities might not require a car at all. For short city breaks, especially in pedestrian-friendly destinations, ride-sharing apps often reign supreme. They offer convenience and flexibility without the hassle of parking. Imagine yourself strolling through the charming streets of Paris, stopping for croissants and coffee at sidewalk cafes, and soaking in the local culture. The ease of walking and the availability of public transport make it an ideal city for short hops, and only hopping into an Uber for longer journeys. This way you can enjoy the best of both worlds, exploring on foot and having a ride ready when you need it. Websites like walkscore.com can be your secret weapon, providing invaluable insights into the walkability of your chosen destination. Knowing how easy it is to get around on foot can help you plan your trip more efficiently. If your hotel throws in free parking, renting a car suddenly becomes a lot more tempting. Free parking can save you a significant amount of money, making it easier to justify the cost of a rental car. However, if your itinerary involves venturing beyond the city limits, exploring hidden gems off the beaten path, or embarking on an epic road trip, a rental car might be your trusty steed. The flexibility to go wherever you want, whenever you want, is invaluable. Or embarking on an epic road trip, a rental car might be your trusty steed. Packing up the car and hitting the road can be an adventure in itself, offering the freedom to explore at your own pace. Just be prepared for the added expenses of gas and potential parking fees, especially in bustling city centers. These costs can add up quickly, so it's important to budget accordingly. So let's talk about ride-sharing. It's really taken the lead in recent years. It's so convenient to just open an app, request a ride, and be on your way. No more waiting for a taxi or dealing with rental car paperwork. Plus, you often get to meet some interesting drivers and hear their stories. And well, it can be more cost-effective, especially for short trips. But, of course, there are some downsides too. Sometimes, surge pricing can make the ride quite expensive, and you might have to deal with longer wait times during peak hours. But overall, ride-sharing has definitely changed the way we get around. Alright, let's dive into the numbers. When it comes to costs, rideshare apps often have a lower upfront price, especially for short distances. But, those prices can surge during peak times. On the other hand, rental cars might seem more expensive initially, but they offer a fixed rate, and you can drive as much as you want without worrying about those surges. It's really a balance between flexibility and predictability. Now, think about spontaneity. With rideshare apps, you can call a ride anytime, anywhere. No need to plan ahead. But, well, there's always the chance you might have to wait a bit or deal with availability issues. Rental cars, though, give you the freedom to go wherever, whenever. No waiting, no worries about finding a ride, so it's really about what kind of traveler you are. Let's talk about your transportation allies. Rideshare apps are great for city travels. quick errands or nights out where you don't want to worry about parking. They definitely have their perks. But rental cars? They're your best friend for road trips, exploring off-the-beaten-path destinations, or if you just love the feel of driving. Each has its strengths, and knowing when to use each can really enhance your travel experience. So, how do you choose your perfect travel companion? If your trip is all about convenience and you're staying mostly within city limits, rideshare apps might be your best bet. But if you crave adventure, love the open road, and want the freedom to explore at your own pace, a rental car could be the way to go. Ultimately, it comes down to your personal preferences and travel plans. Don't forget to leave a comment about which service you prefer, and subscribe. Until next time, happy travels.